What's up, guys? You here? What's up, Dugs? That's what I'm calling you guys. I'm not sure if y'all what to call y'all, but I'm gonna call y'all Dugs. So we reacted to the Madden 22 trailer. If you haven't checked that out, make sure you go check that out. But it was actually longer than I expected for a 2-minute trailer. It turned into a 12-minute video. So now I know this entire week they're talking about Madden 22 franchise. I know today they were going to talk about some stuff. Tomorrow they're going to be doing a podcast. Thursday they're going to be doing a podcast, and Friday they're going to be doing a gritty notes, pretty much everything that they talked about for the week and everything that they have prepared. I haven't heard anything about relocation team. I'm hoping they didn't forget about that, because that was one of the main things that I won in the game. But all this stuff with scouting and everything, all this stuff looks really cool. Make sure you guys go sub to Eric Rayweather to see.
Welcome back, Rayweather Gang. We've got more Madden 22 news today. EA just officially released the Deep Dive franchise mode trailer. Thought it was coming yesterday, but apparently it was today. And we've got...
Yeah, I thought it was coming out tomorrow. Yesterday too. I was going to react to it, but
more news coming later in this week about Madden 22, more on franchise as well. So make sure you subscribe, turn the bell icon on so that you don't miss any of those videos when they go live. I'm going to go ahead.
Man, this is it's for real. Going crazy about this is scouting. Something I haven't heard of. I know they were doing this, but pretty sure it's something that EA hadn't talked about yet.
Get here and let the franchise mode trailer play for you guys. It's about a 5-minute trailer where the executive producer of Madden goes a little bit more in depth about each feature and show.
Okay. So I guess you hire a scouter, someone to scout these players, and they go ahead, they scout what they think, how good they are. Of course, if you want them, keep their stocks, or not stock. Is it stocks? Whatever is good about them, keep it. Check them out to the end. See what's up.
Those them off, and then we'll come back at the end of that video, and I'll talk to you about some other stuff that you could expect coming later in the week. So, without further ado, let's check out the talk to you about some other stuff that you could expect coming later in the week. So, without further ado, let's check out the trailer.
Just where we're at.
Hey everyone, Connor Dugan here, Senior Design Director on Madden NFL 22. Super excited to be here with you today to share some of the awesome work.
Comment down below what y'all think about Ben Simmons. And comment down below what you guys want me to call y'all. I'm thinking they're dubs.
Our teams are doing, specifically on franchise and Madden 22. Get ready, because we're about to go deep. Some new franchise features that we'll talk about today include franchise stats and new staff points, the importance of weekly strategy and the integration of dynamic game day on next-gen consoles, an enhanced season engine, franchise hub updates, tuning, and more. With new franchise staff, you're in control of everything from the front office to the field. Franchise staff is meant to empower you to build, grow, and customize your coaching staff using a new RPG talent tree system, so you can build a team that fits your play style. There will be more than 60 different talents to choose from at launch, with more to be added via our Madden 22 franchise live service. Plus, the #1 most requested improvement by our players to franchise is scouting. We're targeting September for the release of scouting through a live service update. Madden 22's revamped
scouting is really trash, dude. You just randomly get points and just get whatever you want, whatever. Now they're actually taking this up.
Scouting feature will allow you to manage and assign your scouting staff with Madden 20.
What kind of scouting is this? This is the entire... Well, I'm confused. It says scout training, but are they just scouting how good they play on their team or no? What?
22's revamped scouting feature will allow you to manage and assign your scouting staff with all new national and regional scouts. We'll have a whole new and much more in-depth system for uncovering details about your prospects, and just like real life, much more in-depth system for uncovering
Are you sure you want to focus on the players? Okay, I like this. You gotta take time to focus on some players. 6 players, that's a pretty good amount. The way you gotta
Details
focus
about your
on.
prospects, and just
I
like
like
real
that.
life, players will move up and down the draft board all season long.
I like
We'll
that.
have more to share on scouting later in the summer. Your franchise staff is made up of 4 positions: head coach, an off.
Yeah, I'm interested in how this staff point thing, franchise staff points, because if you get like the normal edition, you get like you start off with like 20 staff points. But if you get like the MVP, the one that costs like $100, you get 100 points. So this like, so I'm not sure like if Madden thinks or if it really is turning into something that you could really just use for years. Madden, I really just like doing like a Madden franchise. Like most I could do is 2 years. I don't like it to get too out of date with like auto generated players like rookie people or like college players or whatever, but I don't really do that. Um, but yeah, I'm not really all into Madden 21. I want to try out Madden 22. I just gotta hear what people say. A lot of people saying it's fire. A lot of people saying it's just the exact same. But yeah,
Offensive and a defensive coordinator,
so I'm not sure if that's what
and a
they
player
think
personnel department.
or if this is like really hard to get.
Now, I bet you're
don't
wondering
know, like,
about those new staff points we mentioned at the top. Staff points
So why are we getting staff? So why are people getting staff points? Why y'all making it seem like it's pay to win? Because it literally sounds like it's something that's pay to win to getting some staff points. When all you have to do is win by 14 or more.
Points can be earned weekly by setting goals, playing your games, and completing objectives. Then, you can use staff points to upgrade your staff through coach talents. Easy, right? Next up, weekly strategy and dynamic game day integration. Each week in the NFL presents a new challenge for players.
So something like this, like you just said, dynamic gameplay, next gen stats. Is this something current gen players are going to see to help do their game plan? Because it's some like game plan, like getting ready, preparing stuff like this isn't going to be in the game. Like even with all the other franchise stuff, it's a school bus. Even with all the other franchise stuff, I'm not sure if I want the game. Cause the fan like motivation thing, whatever it is, all around the field, whatever, with them getting loud and Patrick Mahomes could barely hear. Dude, that sounds so cool. And then I've seen something where dynamic gameplay, next gen next gen movement isn't going to be in the game. And the next exciting thing to me is when I seen and heard about this. A game plan. You make a game plan that you control. So when you go out there and play it, this is what you're getting. So hopefully you make a game plan and you could go to coach suggestions and you'll have that stuff that you've seen because I'm not doing all that stuff looking for play. I didn't be using coach suggestions.
Coaches, teams, and fans. Weekly strategy in Madden 22 is designed to mimic the dynamic and fans.
Is the 90 overall with X Factor.
Weekly strategy in Madden 22 is designed
to
mimic the dynamic environment while offering you the chance to confront and overcome various challenges in different ways. In essence, weekly strategy is really the core of your franchise experience. Who you play, where you play, and when you play all matter more than ever. Who you play, where you play.
What a tackle animation, okay. Wrapping around, man.
And when you play, all matter.
Wait, what happened? You missed that tackle?
Who you play. Weekly strategy is really the core of your franchise experience.
I think he was trying to strip the ball or something.
Where you play, and when you play, all matter more than ever. Through next-gen stats and the dynamic game day integration, you'll be able to study your opponent's strengths and weaknesses with detailed statistical and play calling info.
Defense
Manage your
reacts
team's
quicker.
fatigue levels throughout the season by controlling practice
Show me what it
intensity
shows
and
when you
reps
switch it.
between game days.
That's what I
Plus,
want to
you can
see.
assess your first half performance, make adjustments at halftime, and come out of the locker room better prepared for the second half.
That'd be so lit,
Because
bro.
when game day happens, you can never be too ready. Here are some additional details on what you can expect to see in weekly strategy. NFL players, coaches, and GMs encounter a roller coaster of scenarios every day, every week, all season long. And the enhanced season engine in Madden 22 was
You
built
get
to emulate
tackled
these
off the
true-to-life ups and downs of the NFL. Madden 22 will launch with over 35 scenarios and will add more as part of our continued franchise live service commitment. One example is the perfect chemistry scenario. During the season, an elite quarterback can trigger a tiered breakout for a young receiver. As the weeks go on, the challenges get tougher, but the rewards increase, giving you the
They're
chance to
talking
take a
backstage.
middling wide receiver and turn them into one of the league's rising stars.
He's a line quicker.
Scenarios like this will allow you to experience and turn them into one of the
That one-hand animation, was that
league's
realistic?
rising stars. Scenarios like this will allow you to experience more fun and engaging choices, goals, and challenges that lead to meaningful rewards in-game. This expansive catalog of narrative-driven NFL content will start at launch and continue throughout the year, featuring new choices and challenges that are unique to each
What's the
story,
biggest
with
factor
an
in
impact on
slowing
both your
down?
on-field gameplay as well as your off-field decision-making. We've also completely revamped the Franchise Hub to make the most important information about your franchise more accessible to you. Some of the updates you will see on the new Franchise Hub include an activities list that
87
displays what you need to do each
overall,
week,
Chiefs,
your
84
goals for the
overall.
week, so you know what you need to accomplish to earn
94
rewards,
overall.
an updated news screen that keeps you informed of the top stories and
Okay, the
reactions from
messages
around
are
the
still
league,
same. Oh no, wait. the
faster
screenshot.
access to roster management screens like signing free agents, adjusting your depth chart, or trading for players, a league tab that surfaces more data to your league versus hunting for information in your
Hey,
stat
that's
screens,
very easy. Yeah,
and a
other
member
than that,
screen for
go
your online
search
franchise
for all
that
that
is
crazy
easily
stuff.
accessible.
11
Thanks
stars.
for spending your time with us to learn more about what's new in franchise in Madden NFL 22.
Wow!
Your time with us to learn more about what's new in franchise in Madden.
I like that. Finally, they're getting good at tackling in this game, blocking in this game. I mean, man, that's why I need to be working on wide receiver, man. Tackling blocking. I gotta work on my blocking. But man, wow! Finally, we don't get good blocks at all in this game, dude. In Madden 21, blocks are horrible, horrible. But it was kind of overpowered in Madden 20 because you could run like crazy. Probably because he was so like agility they had on the controllers. But finally, like wide receivers, like if they not letting that corner go through, slaying that boy down, man.
Madden NFL
Bring him
22.
down, bro.
Thanks for spending your time with us to learn more about what's new in franchise in Madden NFL
Man,
22.
he trying to slip through, get to the.
So there you have it. That is the deep dive franchise trailer. However, they're going to be releasing even more franchise info at the end of the week. They said this on Twitter that on Friday they're going to actually release the blog or the gridiron notes as we've come to know them, and they're going to go into much more little detail. So the trailers are usually more the quick information, kind of letting you detail. So the trailers are usually more the quick information, kind of letting you know somewhat what to expect, introducing you to some of the things they're doing.
They put Michael Pittman in each other because they already know he's going to be with his
And kind of
Hey, Pittman got to react to that, to him being in the
when they
matchup.
do the
I didn't
actual blog notes, that's when they go more in depth and they talk about a lot of the little things that just kind of aren't trailer worthy. Also, they said they're going to be talking a lot more about scouting come like mid-July because that is a September update. But the trailer, the thing that was most interesting about
Also,
the trailer to
scouting
me
will
was
be in there,
obviously
like,
the
the
scouting
very
because that's
beginning.
the one thing that we hadn't heard really anything about yet or seen yet. Even if you are playing the beta, of course, you know, you've seen some of the assistant coach stuff and the scenario engine stuff, but we haven't seen anything about the scouting. And in my opinion, I think most franchise players would agree as well, the scouting is the biggest thing that can move the needle here. And from the little bit that they showed, I definitely thought it looked way better than the current system. We all know the current scouting system is trash. You literally just hit 3 buttons on a player and that's it. With this one, it looks like you get a map, of course, of the United States. You can hire regional and national scouts. And I think this is going to be pretty interesting just depending on how in depth they choose to go with it, because you could could wind up in like a scenario where your team really needs, let's say, wide receivers, but let's just say a certain conference just is really weak that year in wide receivers. Well, you have that option, I would assume, to not send your scouts to that region that year because you're really going hard at wide receiver, let's say. So you're focusing them on some of the other conferences that might have stronger wide receiver play that year. And I think those are little things that people really want to see. I also thought the mock draft stuff looked interesting because that's not something we have in the game right now, and that it's dynamic and it changes throughout the year. That looked really interesting. Of all the stuff in the trailer, for sure, the scouting was the thing that looked the most interesting. However, I've been playing the beta, so seeing the other stuff, it doesn't wow me as much because I've been using it already. I've kind of gotten familiar with it. Now, on later today and on Thursday, they're actually going to be doing like a Madden podcast leading up to the game where they're going to talk a little bit more in depth with the developers. So they may actually reveal even more information coming soon. But on Friday, that's kind of a bigger day because they're going to do the Gridiron Notes blog, as I said, and they're going to touch on a lot more smaller details, things that they didn't touch on in the trailer. Maybe things like Super Bowl celebrations or like things they're planning to do with the upcoming updates and just things like that. They're going to touch on a lot of the little things, whereas the trailer is more for the bigger features that, you know, the back of the box type of stuff that is going to excite people more, I guess you could say. So make sure that you stay tuned for all of that. We got tons of info coming every day. I'll be posting videos every single day on this channel to get you guys up to speed on everything Madden 22. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave your comments below. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I will see you guys next time.
Alright, that was the vid. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Do you want a sneak peek of the trailer? Think I did. Boom. Trevor Lawrence. I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next time on the road to 100 subs by the end of the summer. 4 subs are gonna win in a giveaway that we're doing of 70 subs. If you want to join, hit me up. Comment down below.